Hey guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube, and today we're going to do a look with the Colourpop Disney Princess Collection pieces that I got. I only got 2 pieces from the collection. Actually, that's not true. I got a Super Shock Shadow, but it's bright green, and I wasn't going to use it with this palette. I mean, I wanted to at first, but then I was like, no, I want to see how the palette performs on its own. And I also do want to use the Supernova shadow that I was sent. So I purchased this palette and the lipstick with my own money. And even though this palette is so neutral, this is the outer packaging, by the way, the Unicart, and it has like the Disney Princess signatures. I think it's really cute, but I kind of wish that it looked like, no, I don't. I was going to say I kind of wish it looked like this, but then I'd want to keep the box, and I don't need to keep the box. But I do like how it has like the stars in the on the inside. Can I speak today? It has the shades on the back. And it says it's a princess thing, shadow palette. And the shades are also on the inside. There's no mirror. Sorry, I'm trying not to blind you. It's a very neutral palette. There's no mirror, but on the inside it does have all the princess's signatures, so that's pretty cool. So we're going to use this palette, and I'm going to see what we can create with it, what we can come up with it without it being too neutral, but sometimes you just have to do a neutral look, right? And I finally remembered to wear my alpaca shirt because I was going to wear it in my breast cancer awareness video because it was pink, but or the alpacas are pink and peach, but then I forgot, so here we are. So since this is a mostly pink palette, sorry, I almost dropped my mirror just now, I decided to go ahead and wear it. So we're going to see how this performs. This is only my second Colourpop palette. I own a lot of their single shadows, which I do want to do a look with in the future, but this is only the second palette that I've ever purchased from them. The first one was the what is it called again? Good Sport palette. I always want to call it the Hocus Pocus palette because that's what Danielle and I said that it reminded us of, but so I'm just going to put a little bit of my Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation on my eyelids. My friend Anya has gotten me into using foundation as primer, and it works really well. I don't know. I don't know if this will become my new permanent thing or if I'm just going to do it from time to time, but I mean, I don't like that it's not white because I do like a really stark white base for colorful eye looks, but this isn't going to be that colorful. So okay, so the first shade I'm going to go into is going to be called Abu, right here, which I think was the monkey from Aladdin, if I'm not mistaken. So it's kind of like a neutral matte brown shade. I just realized I still have some Glam Glow moisturizer that I didn't. I always go in with my Glow Starter Glam Glow moisturizer first. And I don't know, I haven't decided if I want to put on primer on my face today. I was thinking about it, but I'm also going to film a few looks, so maybe not. Maybe I don't want it to last as long. So this is a really pretty brown. Never thought I would say that, but it is a very pretty brown shade. Actually, I've been really getting into neutral eye looks lately. I've worn a few off camera. I haven't really done, I'm trying to think, I haven't really done any on camera, I don't think. Now I'm going to go into the shade Triton, which is, I think, Ariel's dad. I'm just going to kind of go over that. But I have some neutral looks coming up on my channel because I'm doing the Juvia's Place palette series, and I'm doing a look with, sorry, I'm trying not to block you. I'm doing a look with the Warrior palette. And I'm going to be doing a lot of like fall looks, Thanksgiving looks, that kind of thing. So I think next I'm going to go into the shade Beast, which is this like maroon shade right here. And it has some micro sparkle in it, but not, I don't think it's going to show on the eyes. Yeah, no. It's just showing up as a matte. And I have something on my eyelash. There we go. So I'm just putting that in the outer V. And I'm just using this random brush from my Morphe Blue brushes collection. I'm really excited to do some more looks with the Alamar palette. Let me tell you, that palette is stunning. The Laura Lee palette was okay. I didn't hate it. But I definitely have colorful eyeshadows that are more pigmented that I would rather use for many reasons. But yeah. So, but I definitely think that it was okay. It wasn't as bad as I was expecting it to be. And that sounds mean, but just based on reviews that I had seen, I wasn't expecting it to be I was expecting it to be worse. But I didn't have an issue like blending it or anything like that. It was more, it was just that it had a lot of fallout, which also I realized was part of, oh, sorry, just keep knocking the camera. I know that that was partly my fault too, because I do create a lot of fallout, usually on purpose with my shadows. I'm going into Chip, which is from Beauty and the Beast as well, the little teacup. And I'm just blending out the outer edges. But yeah, I like to create a lot of fallout and then just wipe it away later. So, but it had, I don't know, it had quite a bit, so. But usually what I say is, as long as it's pigmented, it's all I really care about. So now I'm going into the shade Midnight Curfew. So that's a Cinderella reference, right? And that's the kind of shimmery black in the shade, but again, it does not translate onto the eye. Like the shimmer doesn't translate onto the eye. Maybe a little bit more than in the brown, but it's pretty pigmented. Do you guys have any plans for this weekend? I'm going to be doing some packing, some cleaning. I feel like there's something going on this weekend though. I'm going to be ordering the Jeffree Star Alien palette. I think that's the day that you're seeing this video. I think. I don't know if you're going to see this Thursday or Friday, but whichever day you see it. I mean, not whichever day you see it. If you're seeing it on Friday, I'm buying the Alien palette. There we go. Okay. And now I'm going to take some NYX glitter glue. I'm just going to put that on my finger. Ugh, sorry guys. I just got some like eyeshadow on my finger. Okay. Oh, that's another thing I'm doing. I'm getting my nails done because they're atrocious. And I'm not someone who gets them done all the time, so don't get used to it. But I do want to get them done because they're driving me nuts. So I'm going to take actually a pencil brush and I'm going to go into the shade Poison Apple, which is like a very metallic shimmery pink shade. And I'm just going to put that on the lid, but not all the way across the lid, and kind of feather it into the black. I don't know why, but I just got like 17,000 notifications. I turn them off so that you guys don't hear them in my videos, but was just distracting for a second. That's a pretty pink. It's like a mauvey pink. I like it. I'm here for it. I feel like these shadows are pretty comparable to the single eyeshadows. I do not feel like they're comparable to the Good Sport palette. I feel like the Good Sport palette definitely has more oomph, but also the shades are more pigmented. I mean, they're more, you know, crazy, wild, out there colors with some neutrals in there as well. But I'm just going to deepen up Midnight Curfew again. I don't think this is the most pigmented black eyeshadow I've ever used. Okay. And then I'm going to go back in with that Mermaid pencil brush, which I love so much. And I'm going to put Fairy Godmother in the inner corner, which is a beautiful metallic peach shade. Oh, that's so pretty. See, why'd I use that shade? Because now I'm not going to want to put the Supernova shadow on top of that. I think I'm going to put the silver in the inner corner as my highlight, maybe with the Supernova shadow on top of it. We'll see. I mainly, honestly, just keeping it 100, I mainly, honestly, bought this palette for the packaging. Because when I saw the neutral shades, I was sad. I mean, I know that it's a very romantic theme, which is what you probably think of when you think Disney princess. However, in the movies, I feel like each Disney princess has like a signature color. Like when I think of Snow White, I think of red. When I think of Cinderella, I think of blue. When I think of Sleeping Beauty, I think of pink. Or Jasmine, I think of like blue and purple or green, like Ariel green. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I think of some color, definitely some colorful shades. And I feel like that didn't translate at all in this palette. And furthermore, I think that because on the cover of this palette, the princesses are colorful and they're wearing like, you know, fashion gowns, and it's modeled after a like fashion designer sketch. Like, I just think it would have made more sense for the campaign to have it be like a, I did not wipe away the fallout, and I almost mixed black eyeshadow in with my foundation, which would have been awesome. So, yeah, so I think that for this particular Disney Princess palette, it would have made a lot more sense to have like a colorful palette. And I'm not just saying that because I love colorful eyeshadows, but that's just my opinion. Any other normal Disney princess theme, I would expect like a more romantic, like, you know, whatever kind of palette, but I forgot to wet my sponge. So I'm just gonna, as you can see, I put my foundation on with my brush, but I don't like how brushes tend to leave brush strokes, like no matter what brush I use. The only brush that doesn't leave brush strokes ever is my It Cosmetics Star brush, the one that I got. No, that's not true. And those, like, the ones that are the, oh my gosh, not Artist Couture, what is the name of those flat paddle brushes? The really expensive ones, but I have like the imitation. Those brushes. Those don't leave streaks either. That's gonna drive me nuts. What brushes am I talking about, you guys? The flat ones. Why can't you guys answer me? Why aren't you here with me? Oh my gosh. My brain is not working today. I say it all the time. Whenever I talk about the brush, I'm like, oh, this is just like the... I even know it's called the Oval 8 brush from... Oh, well, if you remember, leave it in the comments below, although I'll probably look it up as soon as I'm done filming because it's gonna drive me bananas. I used my It Cosmetics Brow Power brow pencil today, or, you know, retractable pencil. I don't know what it's called, but I used that, and it's okay. It's not my favorite, but it's okie doke. I'm gonna use my Too Faced The Little Black Book of Bronzers, which looks like this, and I bought it thinking I was gonna use it every single day, and I don't. So here we are, trying to use it more often. Which is crazy because I love the Chocolate Soleil bronzers. Like almost all these bronzers smell so amazing. I feel like I could be crazy, but so I bought the Cocoa Contour Kit from Too Faced a while back, and I could have sworn, or I could swear, that it smells different than the Chocolate Soleil bronzers. Artiste brushes. I knew I would remember. I thought I would remember after I finished filming, but I'm glad I didn't. So, oh yeah. So I feel like the smell of the Cocoa Contour Kit is not as good as the actual Chocolate Soleil bronzers. Just dusting away any powder. Let me know if you've noticed a difference in smell, because I don't know, I just feel like I kind of have. It makes me sad, but I still wish they would make body lotion that smells like it. So now I'm gonna go in with the silver, which is called Thingamabob. So that's from, why do I still have tons of powder? Hold on. Oh my gosh. Okay. So that's interesting. I apparently did not fully blend. I was too busy talking and I didn't blend all of my foundation in certain areas. There we go. Let me just help my face. There we go. I also have my hair up today because it's like the 5th day that it's raining, and every time that I try to curl or blow dry my hair straight, my hair just goes, oh, that's a pretty, that's really pretty. That's a pretty eyeshadow. That's really pretty. I like that a lot. It's a very blinding metallic silver. And then I'm going to take Poison Apple, and I'm going to run it on my lower lash line, which is that pink shade. Ooh, and I just got some in my eye. And then I'm going to go over top of the outside of it with Midnight Curfew. I like that they have the shadows printed inside the palette. So many brands still don't do that. And I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter if you're not telling people what shade you're using, but if you're telling people what shade you're using, it's really difficult to have to flip the palette over each time. I find it annoying, so. And then I'm just going to take the Supernova shadow and put it over top of it, which pretty much did nothing. Yeah, pretty much did nothing, except for make it maybe a little bit more lavender toned. So I'll have to try that particular one out in a different video, just because I think I used it. I feel like I used it in one other video, but it's definitely pigmented. I just don't remember which one I used it. I think it was my mermaid look. Might have been my mermaid look during Pinkoween. Speaking of Pinkoween, I don't know if anyone has noticed, but I just noticed this morning that Pinkoween ended, right? And I just kept going. I got so used to filming every single day and talking to you guys that I literally just kept on filming. Didn't even take a single, like, I didn't want to take a break, like, you know, multiple days, but I surely thought that by now I would have gone like one day without filming, but we are now 7 days out from the last day of Pinkoween, yeah, and I still have not stopped filming, so that's interesting. I'm gonna go into my Saharan Blush Palette Volume 2 and my favorite blush brush, and I'm going to go into Lena and Zoba. It's just a really pretty pink combination. But you know what? I've kind of just gotten used to filming every day, and I kind of like it. So, and there are people that film every day, right? If you guys are sick of me, let me know. I hope you're not, but I'm not going to say I won't take a day off eventually, but it's kind of fun. No, it's not kind of fun. It is very fun, but I don't want you guys to get sick of me. So I'm going to use Pink Diamond. I just made up that shade. The shade is actually Prince Charming. Nothing like Pink Diamond whatsoever. What am I doing? I lost track of myself. Oh, you guys. I don't know what I just dropped. So I'm going to use a combination of Prince Charming, which is this beautiful shade in the palette. And I'm going to, well, I was going to use it with this highlighter, but I want to see how it does on its own. So we're just going to take the Morphe. It's probably going to be chunky and glittery because it's an eyeshadow. Okay, that's stunning. And it actually has like, okay, that's too much. That's like, see me from space. Okay, let's fix that. Oh, I feel like I'm delirious. So it kind of has almost like a duochrome effect. I don't know. Very interesting. Let me just swatch that. Yeah, it has like a, wow, look at that. Like it has like a, almost like a greenish blue duochrome effect. Alright, whenever I see a cute like light colored eyeshadow on a palette or like a gold or something, I like to use it and see how it works as a highlighter. So now I'm making myself glow like a lantern. This is crazy. It's a bit much even for me, but I just went in with the Sleek Cosmetics Solstice, right? Yeah, Solstice palette, and I just kind of combined this shade and this shade. It has 1 shimmer and 3 mattes in it. And they're very blinding, and they're from the drugstore. So we're just gonna be crazy blinding today. Let me just, maybe we'll pat it in just a little. Yes. I don't know if that even helped at all, but we'll go with it. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a makeup wipe. I know today is a crazy video, but I feel delirious. We're gonna take the Cinderella lipstick, which is in the shade Cinderella. Duh, Anya. I love the packaging. It is, I wish it actually looked, okay, in this case, I wish it looked like this. But it has all the princesses' signatures on it, and the shade is on the bottom with the color, which I like. I'm gonna use, I was gonna use that lip liner. One moment. Okay, we're gonna use a different lip liner because it fell and now it's gone. I have no idea where it is. So we're gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury in Iconic Nude. I don't know if I need a lip liner for this, but because it's a bullet lipstick, I kind of just want to. Literally, it fell right at my feet and now it's just gone. Okay, so this is the shade Cinderella. It's like a pinky, dusty, no, it's just pink. You guys are gonna think I'm nuts today. Who am I kidding? You probably already think I'm nuts. When you look at it in the tube, it looks like it's going to be a little bit more nude, a little bit more mauve, you know. No, it's just pink. I like the Colourpop formula. This is my first time ever trying a Colourpop lipstick before, and I really like that color. I think it's like a My Lips But Better shade almost, and I feel like it is just really, I don't know, it's just really comfortable on the lips, but it feels like it's gonna last for a long time. And that's weird because it's a matte, so you would expect it to be a little bit more drying, but it's so comfortable. So this is the look that I created with the Cinderella Colourpop. No, it's what am I talking about? You guys, it's not even a Cinderella collection. It's all the princesses. Because we have Tiana, Ariel, Belle, Jasmine, Snow White, and Cinderella. So it is the Disney Princess Colourpop collection. It's time for me to go. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.